Good Wednesday morning, Arizona students. Welcome to the Hyfntv Morning News Show. I'm Nzinga.
And I'm Jay Will. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Let's get this Hump Day show started.
All right, Arizona students, so a lot happening, so let's get right to it. So today we're going to get a little bit deep again, talking about world issues. As of now, the Korean War is at an end, at least in principle. Now, the Korean War technically ended in 1953. However, there was never an official peace treaty signed. And because of this, tension still remains between the two countries. Even South Korean President Moon Jae-in stated the agreement has continued to be quite unstable. Hoping to put an ease in the countries and establish a peace regime, the United States, China, and Republic of South Korea and North Korea have come to an agreement for a declaration. Also interested in supporting the end of war declaration is Australia. In fact, Prime Minister Scott Morrison of Australia and Moon have had bilateral talks, which are talks involving both countries, and they announced they will be developing a comprehensive strategic partnership. Okay, those are big words, but seriously, what does that actually mean? Simply put, South Korea's defense will provide the Australian Army with artillery, weapons, supply vehicles, and radars. This is significant because this contract is now the largest defense contract struck between Australia and an Asian nation ever, and it is coming at a time where the tension between Australia and China is increasing. So this deal really throws a wrench in the previous deal China and the US, along with South Korea, were putting together. But the United States, Australia, Britain, and Canada are boycotting the Olympics in China due to Chinese human rights abuses. China warned these countries will pay the price. It appears South Korea is trying to just simply do business and walk a fine line with everyone. As Moon has stated, South Korea will not be joining the diplomatic boycott. Lots of geopolitical activities around our world that we as Americans must stay in tune with to be prepared for what is actually a really small world. So we will keep you posted and updated as this story evolves. For up-to-date news on what's happening in the world around you, depend on Hyfntv News, your high school news network. All right, let's check in with Jay Will. How are our Cardinals doing?
All right.
And you look great, by the way.
Thank you. The Arizona Cardinals missed an opportunity to clinch a postseason berth Monday night. They could have basically wrapped up the NFC West had they beaten the LA Rams. However, the Rams beat Arizona 30-23 and pulled within one game of the Cardinals. The Cardinals are now tied with the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the NFL's best record at 10-3. Arizona has been dropped from the number one spot in the NFL power ranking entering Week 15 of the season. But the defense was hard to come by for Arizona. But the bigger issue, honestly, might have been the lack of execution from an offensive lineup that has proven to be one of the NFL's most talented. Kyler Murray made some pretty lit plays, darting some pretty deep balls and exploding for chunk yards, but at the same time, Murray was forcing throws that also led to two interceptions that the Rams capitalized on with touchdowns. While Murray was still threatening to the Rams defense, Murray was on a mission to send the game to overtime, but fell short of that when he was sacked on the final two series. The Cardinals will have to wait at least one more week before clinching their first playoff spot since the 2015 season. The Cardinals are now 7-0 away from home, but 3-3 at State Farm Stadium.